This is Chrissy. She is a mother of 5 who lives in rural Nkota, Malawi. She is an amputee and previously had no means of providing for herself or her children. Chrissy took part in the Tools and Training for Livelihood project in 2014 and is now running a small tailoring business from home. The Global Concerns Trust is a Scottish charity that aims to reduce poverty and empower vulnerable people by partnering organisations that implement sustainable grassroots development projects. We have been working with partners in Malawi since 2007 to run vocational training programmes for people with disabilities. Malawi is known as the warm heart of Africa. It is a beautiful country with a rich culture and heritage. It is also one of the poorest countries on earth, with 50% of Malawi's 15 million citizens living below the poverty line. Poverty is especially high in rural areas where there is minimal infrastructure or access to services. For people with disabilities living in rural areas, these challenges are magnified, with little or no access to education, employment, or disability aids. For many disabled people, supporting themselves and their families through the cultivation of crops is impossible, and many are completely dependent on their extended families or are forced to beg to survive. This project aims to reduce poverty in Malawi by empowering some of these most vulnerable people, equipping them with the skills and tools needed to be self-sufficient and earn a living. Tools and sewing machines are donated in Scotland and are refurbished by volunteers at the Scottish Tools for Self-Reliance workshops in Edinburgh, Milltown and Aberdeen, the Ecology Centre in Fife, Dundee and Angus College, and the Tools for Solidarity workshops in Northern Ireland. They are then shipped to Malawi and are used by our partners Makoha and Kodo to provide vocational training in carpentry, tailoring and cane furniture making in the rural districts of Nkota, Encheyo and Salima. Trainees receive 6 to 12 months vocational and business training, as well as the tools and machines they need to start businesses. They also receive training in AIDS prevention, reproductive health and gender awareness. One of our partners in Malawi is Kodo, a small organisation that was founded by George Tumpiko, who himself has disabilities. They provide training in basket chair making and tailoring to adults with disabilities in the Salima district. Trainees live at Kodo for 6 months, in which time they become part of the Kodo family, training together, living together and supporting each other. Being part of a community is very important for the trainees, many of whom have been very isolated and haven't had the opportunity to go to school or travel away from home. Our other partner is Makoha, or the Malawi Council for the Handicapped, a national organisation set up by the government of Malawi to implement policies and strategies on disability issues. They have vocational training colleges for people with disabilities in Malawi's cities of Lilongwe and Blantyre. With the Global Concerns Trust, they have been able to offer comprehensive vocational training for adults with disabilities living in 3 rural districts, Doa, Nkota and Encheyo. Trainees are trained by experienced artisans in a working business, much like apprentices. This gives them an insight into all aspects of work and business, making them well equipped for starting their own. Charles Jawaya is deaf and has 3 deaf brothers. He took part in the programme in 2015 when he trained as a carpenter in Nkota district. With the revenue from his new carpentry business, Charles is able to pay the school fees for 2 of his brothers to go to deaf school. He is teaching his 3rd brother how to be a carpenter. Trainees receive ongoing support and are visited at home 3 times in the year after they complete their training. They are also invited to attend skill-sharing workshops twice a year, where common challenges and successes can be shared with their fellow graduates. Through this continued contact with trainees, we are able to measure the long-term impact of training upon their lives, as well as assisting them with the early stages of setting up their businesses. The workshops are designed to support graduates to continue to work on product and skill development, as well as marketing and advertising strategies that will help them grow their businesses. It is also a great chance for old friends to meet. Trainees also learn how to produce organic manure as part of their training, a skill which they pass on to their communities when they go home, enabling them to produce a free and effective, environmentally friendly alternative to chemical fertilisers which damage the soil. Under the new funding, trainees in all districts will also be given a solar-powered home energy system. Graduates will be able to use this technology to provide light for their families, increase their business output, and generate further income by providing mobile phone charging services.
Namaliza mafunzo wanga ndamba yokoma ndiwe ndamba yokomayo nakoma mabedi mipando vitego ambo nithandiza so pakomo banja langa nagulapo so nkuku nifuna gula so nkumba nifuna zakaja manu fani mangitse nyumba.
This is Daoud. He is a member of the Tools Workshop at Garvold in Edinburgh and has been refurbishing tools here for 2 years.
So far I've worked on a plane, I've worked on a 300s, and I'm now working on a hacksaw. I've learned a lot of skills, do a lot of skills doing the tools. I've learned how to use a grit plaster, sanding, I've done the polishing. People for disabilities in Malawi, I do get tools that we've done for them, and I'm really happy that they can start their own business. That's fine.
The number of workshops involved with this project is expanding, and we now have tools and sewing machines being donated and refurbished at 8 workshops across Scotland and Northern Ireland. The tools and sewing machines are refurbished by groups of adults with learning difficulties, mental health issues, retired people and college students. The quality of the tools and Singer sewing machines that are donated make them worth shipping across the world, as they are durable and can be repaired. Without the input of these workshops, we would be forced to buy tools and machines in Malawi, which are cheaply made, break easily and cannot be repaired. There are many skills involved in refurbishing the tools and machines, and the work can be adapted to suit any technical ability. The volunteers enjoy the social nature of the tools groups and find it really rewarding to be helping individuals so directly in Malawi. The impact upon graduate trainees has been truly immense, with 99% having succeeded in setting up new businesses. On average, graduates have an increased income of 500%, and their families an increased income of 590%. In real terms, this means a substantial improvement of living standards for trainees and their families, being able to afford better food, basic household goods, livestock, medicine, labour, land rental, and build better housing. Graduate trainees have shown that their businesses are expanding, with 28% employing workers, many able to invest in secondary businesses for the family, and all saving money in village savings groups. As significant as the increase of income for graduates is the increase in their confidence, independence, and ability to plan for the future. Waisanga runs a successful tailoring business, supporting her large extended family. Her mother wanted to tell us how the training had helped her.
Gari mwana wanga amavutika kwambiri. Amayinga akoso kunyanja wakafika. Nipakati pano mwana wanga akunilera, pamodzi ana akunisunga. Nini luthokoza kwambiri. Zimene zidapangika pa Waisanga. Ngikuthokozeni kwambiri. Sabani pa kompano oti madya bwino, situvutika nonesi ine mereka bwino, kalinda munthu wovutika.
Between 2013 and 2018, 286 adults with disabilities living in rural districts will receive the tools and training needed to start businesses and become independent.